Wake up, baby gods. It's your boy Mayan, and today's question is, are we all one? So I'm not asking this question spiritually or philosophically, but rather strictly scientifically. In order to answer this question, we need to go back to the beginnings of time. We need to go back to the Big Bang. So who here believes in the Big Bang? If you do, hit up that like and subscribe button. If you don't, hit it up anyways. So our current data presents very compelling evidence that there was indeed a Big Bang. The first of this evidence is the CMB, or the cosmic microwave background radiation, which is essentially the afterglow of the Big Bang. Next, we have the redshift of galaxies. Imagine a police siren and how the sound waves get quieter and quieter the farther away it gets from the observer. This is known as the Doppler effect. So waves moving towards a non-moving observer get squished, resulting in a higher frequency, and waves moving away from a non-moving observer get stretched, resulting in a lower frequency. Similarly, the light waves coming from distant galaxies are redshifted or stretched, meaning they are moving farther away from us. This indicates that the universe is expanding. Furthermore, the data shows us that this expansion is actually accelerating. So physicists tell us that the universe is around 13.8 billion years old. So if the universe can be old, there must have been a time when it was young. The further we go back into time, the reverse happens. Instead of expansion, contraction. The denser and hotter the universe becomes. Extremely close to time zero, or the beginnings of time, the entire potentially infinite universe was crunched up into many times smaller than the size of an atom. So at this time, when all of reality was crunched up into an unimaginably small size, the all was essentially one, right? But we're gonna take this a step further. The Big Bang is universally accepted by most physicists, but what happened at the birth of creation, or t is equal to 0, is still hotly debated. So the idea we're going to be exploring today is the primordial singularity, a point of time of infinite density that contained all the mass and space-time of the entire universe, a point of zero volume but infinite energy. At this moment, the laws of physics break down, and the words space and time are meaningless as they are non-existent. It's impossibly hard to imagine, but space and time were born at the moment of the Big Bang. There would have been nothing outside of the singularity, meaning the all would literally have been one. Something that is infinitely dense but of zero volume, from our view, effectively seems like nothing. So the everything or all came from nothing? Let's look at this grid. We'll label one axis space and the other axis time. It's obvious that our space-time coordinate system is infinitely larger than the zero or nothing or singularity at the center of our grid. Even if we zoom in, any value, no matter how small, is infinitely larger than zero. But if we eliminate all the possible coordinates, except for the source, the zero, the concept of large and small disappears, and all that remains is a zero, or the one, that which is infinitely small, but also infinitely large. The zero is the foundation or root of the infinite world tree. The infinite does not have meaning unless it is relative to the zero. So in this logic, the all is without a doubt one. There is also a non-initial singularity piece of evidence that essentially proves that the all is one, but that's for my next video, so stay tuned. So physicists do believe in the Big Bang, but most do not believe in the initial singularity preceding it, and instead theorize alternative ideas such as a space-time foam, quantum fluctuations, string theory, the collision of membranes, and also a cyclical model involving an infinite series of Big Bangs and Big Crunches, also known as a Big Bounce. This is because there is no direct evidence for an initial singularity, and because historically, whenever infinities arise in mathematical equations, when our understanding improves, these infinities disappear. The initial singularity arises when extrapolating the expansion of the universe backwards to the beginnings of time using Einstein's theory of general relativity. The problem with Einstein's equations of gravity, though extremely powerful at predicting the large-scale formations of the universe, don't take into consideration quantum mechanics, which dictate how the world behaves at the tiniest scales, which would play a crucial role at the birth of creation. So was there a primordial singularity? As of right now, the answer is we don't know. So what happened before the Big Bang? What caused the Big Bang? What kicked it into motion? What's the universe expanding into? Is there more than one universe? If so, what lies at the root of the multiverse or the infinite universes? The original singularity? If there was a singularity, is it possible it could be conscious? Also, if you're wondering why I look so fresh, it's thanks to my boy Joe and Fresh Men's Salon. I've included Joe's and Fresh's Instagram in the description below, so you know which barber to check out if you're ever in Ottawa. So it's that time of day. Don't forget to hit that like, share, and subscribe button. Also, don't forget to hit that notification bell. In my next video, I'll provide an alternative answer to today's question. But till then, stay woke, baby gods.